We will now turn our gaze to the Polish border with Belarus, where 2 more border guards were injured on Wednesday. Are these attacks a part of an orchestrated action ahead of the EU elections?
Are we looking at the intensification of the hybrid war? We'll discuss it now with our next guest here in our studio. We're joined by Dmitry Bolkunets, political writer and analyst. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Dmitry, so 2 more soldiers were stabbed with knives, only 2 days ago. Why are those people on the other side of the border getting so determined to cross it or even to attack Polish soldiers? Because I see, well, that's my personal take, I see no sense in doing that.
No doubt that this crisis was handmade by Lukashenko and Putin. Probably they together now try to organize this hybrid attack against Euro-Union, and Poland, and before elections, or just to try to change political opinion in Euro-Union through the station in Ukraine, etc. And they will continue do this provocation and try to create probably some cases like attack against soldiers on the border, and it's a big risk for the soldiers who now are from the Polish border. But I have idea what Euro-Union must do to stop this aggression. There are probably 2 main instruments. Firstly, to stop trade between Lukashenko and Putin with Euro-Union for the small period. It will be a good message for them. Because now, if you analyze statistics of Euro-Union, they continue trade, France, Germany, Poland, etc. But and China also, one of the biggest partners, and a lot of goods are now going to the Russian market. Using proxy countries like Belarus, Kazakhstan, Armenia, etc. But it's one message. Secondly, for Lukashenko, it will be a good idea if he will receive order for arrest. And I would like to thank you today, former president of Mongolia, call Mongolian authority to arrest Lukashenko tomorrow. Tomorrow Lukashenko will be in Mongolia with official visit, and former president of Mongolia today ask a Mongolian president arrest him in Mongolia because he is a person who must be arrested.
This is big news, Dmitry.
Yes.
Yeah, well, you were very clear in saying that these are not the reason we have this cluster of attacks. It's not a coincidence. It's a run-up to European elections. But looking at the people, and we've just seen a clip of the people by the border, who are they? Are we meant to believe these are helpless mothers with children, or are these young men with knives and crowbars? What is the actual picture?
I do not know who now exactly from the Belarusian side on the border. Probably the same case like 2 years ago was organized by Lukashenko in 2021. His government invited a lot of migrants from Syria, from Iraq, etc. And they gave probably 35,000 visas. It was a handmade crisis. Probably now the same. Probably Russia also helped him, and they want to attack infrastructure of Euro-Union. They want to analyze what will be happened, what will be doing authorities, Lithuania, Poland on the border, and also look what happened on a discussion, on a Russian discussion among politics. They said that need using nuclear weapons, and Lukashenko or Putin now have nuclear weapons on the Belarus territory, and there are a lot of messages from the Russian experts. They said, okay, we will be using Belarusian weapons against some countries in the Euro Union. And probably they want to organize this hybrid attack to prepare a provocation and try to start a new war. Because Lukashenko waiting this war. Last 4 years, during every month, he said that Euro Union wanted to attack Belarus. Like was the situation when Russia attacked Ukraine from Belarus. Lukashenko after that says that Ukraine planning firstly that is fake, and Lukashenko every time prepares these fakes and try to send message for Belarusian army, for people in Belarus, that he is now a person who saved Belarus, and this is probably also a problem for Euro Union, because there are no any strong message to Lukashenko. If leaders of Euro Union call a strong message for Lukashenko that he must be arrested, like former Mongolia president said, it will be a good position. If Poland leaders or Germany, France, etc., if they must said about that, it will be another situation.
Right. There's a little hint of doubt here. I mean, your solution to the border problems, because I remember you saying, many times that Lukashenko is nothing more than Putin's puppet, right?
Yeah.
So if we, as the West, if we imposed sanctions on Belarus, would they have any impact at all if it's still the Kremlin making decisions and not Minsk?
Yes, right. No, because now Lukashenko receives a lot of money and all resources from Kremlin. He's real like a small dog, Putin dog, puppets, or like so. But Putin also depends from Belarus now. Using territory of Belarus now is very important for Russia, for hybrid attack, for logistics, and for communicate Russia with Euro Union. That is why if will be for a short period will be shut down the border between Belarus and Euro Union for goods. It will be a good message for Lukashenko and Putin. I just wanted to mention that in November 2021, when Polish government sent this message for Lukashenko, migration crisis was closed during few days. Why there are now the same message? This message must be go to Minsk, to China, and I believe this game will be over.
So you're very clear in saying that the moves on a Polish side, which are very sort of a technology-driven, the drone wall, the Eastern Shield, the buffer zone, that really will not be effective in a long run. There is really only one solution. So do you think the current proposal of the Polish government are really not that effective?
I think no effective, because not only Polish government, Euro Union, for example, spent more than 100,000 million euros for democratic movement of Belarus, but no results. Why continue do the same without any results? Firstly, must prepare a strategy how to resolve political crisis in Belarus, how to release political prisoners, how to stop repression in Belarus, how to stop migration crisis on the border, and 100,000 million euro, it's enough for that. But they just spent money for nothing. Real. It's probably losing money, and that is why I think need for resolve to restart the strategy, and only my view, Poland also have strong instruments how to change the situation on the border, and in Belarus how to release political prisoners. That is why I hope that new Poland government have enough instruments, but for that need political will firstly. That is why I hope Minister of Foreign Affairs Poland and Prime Minister Donald Tusk they must to also hear a democratic movement of Belarus and just we have a strong recommendation how to stop repression in Belarus, because it's very important for safety Poland, for safety Euro-Union.
Dmitry Bolkunets, political writer and analyst, was our guest tonight. Thank you so much, Dmitry, for sharing your insight with us.